So, uh, nice for you to come in today. Before we get started, I just want to let you know everything you say here is confidential, with a few exceptions. Obviously, if you're saying you're going to hurt yourself or someone else, that I need to report. Certain legal aspects, depending on what you say, drug sales, for example, or if you give permission for me to speak to your GP or another support person. Only with your permission can I talk to others. And then I also do work within the New Zealand Christian Counselors Association ethics. You can look that up. It's Google will find it easily for you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So you said you're here to talk about having to step away from a friendship.
Yeah. One of my best friend at the time, I had to distance myself from because, he was smoking weed every day, and right before he drove a car, pretty much he was either high or at work. I wanted to distance myself from that because, it was a brief point in time where I did it myself, and I realized that I don't want to do that my whole life, actually just at all for that matter, and just being around it makes it saps at my willpower. So I think it was better for me to distance myself because it was eating my willpower to just say no, being in the same area as it.
Sounds like that was a difficult decision for you. What do you feel is the most important thing for me to understand about this situation?
I think the reason is he was my best friend at the time, and he actually did help me through one of my rougher periods in life, and he was good for that. He was a good ear, good friend to lean on, there for you, and and I feel like it's almost a duty for me to reciprocate that because I want to. He was there for me, and I don't take that lightly. However, I can't be there for him now because I've lost a lot of the contact with him. I can't communicate with him. I'm not sure if I've upset him or anything like that, and yeah.
Okay. What made you decide it was time to take a step back?
I think it was a mixture of things. It was, for me, for the first part where I wanted to distance myself from weed, it was okay, I'm going to stop today. And then that took 2 weeks where we'd come home, that would happen. So that was one half of it. And then to step away from him was, once I'd made that first step, our relationship changed. It was no longer fun to be around the sort of just random friend banter, the back and forth. He would take a lot more of what I would say personally, as a personal attack. Something simple was, oh, the washing machine turned off, and I'm like, oh, you just need to rebalance it, and then he had to go at me, I know how to back a washing machine, and I'm like, okay. So it turned into me walking on eggshells around him because he was just harder to interact with.
Okay. And how have you been feeling since you took this step back from it?
It's a mixed one. In terms of what I feel about him, towards him, it's guilt. Because of that, he helped me do through that rough time, and I'd say just guilt. I didn't get the chance to help him as I could, and I feel like it's almost like stepping back's the coward's way out for me because I wanted to help him get out of that sort of thing.
Okay. And what was this friendship like when things were going well?
When it was going well, we were good friends. I remember the times where we would randomly just say something I don't know, it would just turn into this conversation of, oh yeah, I can fly a plane, and we're just randomly just shit talking the whole time. And yeah, and then we had like relatively, we had similar interests at the time. We were in the same friend groups and kind of became closer term in like year 12 and 13 when one of my other friends like moved away, and yeah, like he was someone I could lean on, someone that was fun, someone I gamed with. Um, yeah, it was relaxing to be around him, I would say.
Okay. And when you say you feel guilty, how do you cope with that?
I think that like when I have the feeling of guilt, I do really remember the quote of you can lead a horse to water but you can't make it drink, because I know he's his own person, and that also happened part of the relationship as I was trying to get him to stop and he wasn't liking it. So I've come more to terms with the thing that he is his own person, and the decisions he makes he's responsible for. It's yeah, because I have a general like helping. I want to be better for the. I want to help the people around me that aren't helping themselves per se. So I'll always lend a hand, but unless they're willing to grab my hand and say I need help or get better, then it's not going to work at all. Like it's yeah, yeah.
Okay. And what are you taking away from our conversation today?
I think one of the things that I'm taking away is that even in the presence of like these difficult emotions, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make them like or actively make them go away. Um, but I've dealt no, not delt's the wrong word. I've managed them by just changing how I used to think about things, like how I used to think about um, that if I can't help someone, it's my fault. It's always my fault. Whereas everyone's their own individual, and that means that they make their own decisions if they want to. And like I've been able to navigate that and sort of change my mindset around it. I still get the feeling of being guilt, but I can work with it, and yeah.
Okay.